If you are serious about a life reset for a happier, healthier, more successful life, then you need to become aware of these two options. Otherwise, you risk wasting precious time and energy repeating the same old mistakes in the hope that something will be different for you. And that isn't likely. Let me introduce myself if you've not met me before. My name is Paul Shepherd. I'm a mindset coach and therapist. I have been for over 20 years, and I'm also the host of the Ultimate Mindset Change podcast. Let me share with you the two options you need to be aware of, and also at the end of this video, I'm going to show you 7 ways to help you begin your reset. So let's dive into option number 1. And option number 1 is living a life controlled and limited by a dominant ego. And this is an option most of us are living without even realizing it. Let me explain what the ego is. So your ego is your thinking mind, which has built over the years a sense of identity from all your past experiences, your beliefs, your cultural influences, and what's been expected of you. And this is useful. This is how we make decisions. It's how we navigate the world and how we function from day to day. But there is a problem, because most people don't realize that the ego is a false self. It's built from the outside in rather than from knowing who you truly are. So your ego isn't showing you the world as it is. It's showing you the world as it's been conditioned to believe it to be. And when those beliefs were formed in fear, comparison, or old pain, everything you experience around you gets filtered through that. And in a world where it's easy to become stressed and overstimulated, the ego becomes louder and more believable. And I'm not the only one who sees it this way. Sam Harris, the author, philosopher, and neuroscientist, puts it brilliantly like this. Our habitual identification with thought is a primary source of human suffering. It gives rise to the illusion that there is a separate self living inside one's head. So it's really important to remember that the ego isn't who you are, it's how you've adapted to life and learned to be. And if it's playing stories in your head where you believe you're not good enough and that you need fixing and that you're somehow failing, then I'm really glad you're here, because you need to do a reset to set yourself free from all the nonsense appearing inside your head. It's really important to remember that the ego isn't your enemy. It's a wonderful servant, but it's a terrible boss, and it should not be in charge of any important areas of your life. So what can we do about it? Well, that brings me to option 2. This is where you begin to awaken your mind, where you're living with a less dominant ego. So when you do the inner work and you help your ego begin to quieten down, you begin to experience a level of being where you feel more peaceful, more grounded, more creative and free. You start to sense the opportunities and possibilities that were always there, but hidden behind the noise of your thinking mind. But your ego is still present, but it's no longer reacting to life out of fear. It's more harmonized and it's more excited about what's possible for you. So think for a moment what your life would be like if you're no longer being held back by a dominant false ego reacting to fear. The world seems a little bit crazy right now, and I think it needs more awakened people to be more themselves than they've ever been. And as you're listening to this, you're here for a reason. But where do you begin? Well, there are 7 practices that you can begin to explore. The first is quite obvious, it's therapy. Understanding your ego's behaviors, its patterns, so you can begin to build a sense of self-awareness as to how your ego interacts with the world. Number 2, coaching for accountability, for limiting belief release, and for transformational change. Number 3, mindfulness, to practice the art of presence. Number 4, meditation. Now this is my non-negotiable, so you can witness what your ego creates and begin to reveal who you truly are deep inside. Number 5, breath work. This really does calm down your nervous system. It makes it much easier to become the witness of your ego and your thoughts. Number 6, journaling, to see your thoughts coming out of your head in front of you is a very powerful step in self-awareness. Number 7, yoga and physical exercise. It's absolutely fantastic in helping you come out of your head and into your body for a different way of being. Now remember, none of these are quick fixes, but they are practices that will begin to help you gradually loosen the ego's grip on you so you can begin to experience more of who you truly are. To also help you, I'm going to link 2 meditations here for you to explore to help you begin to awaken your mind and begin to access again on a deeper level who you truly are. And I have to ask you before you go, are you awakening? Is something shifting deep inside that you would like to talk about? Or have you already broken free from your ego's grip? I'd love to have a conversation, so let me know what's going on with you down below in the comments.